On May 20th of 2013, forecast for that whole day was supposed to be severe weather, tornadic weather possibly.
I felt sick to my stomach. I was so sick. Didn't know why. I felt bad because it was our anniversary, but I thought I can do this. I almost didn't go into work, but I thought I can do it. I'm gonna go into work.
As the weather did deteriorate, I got a phone call from my wife who says, I need to go pick the girls up at school. It's a full-fledged tornado and coming our way.
You could hear the roar of the storm coming through, and that's when I knew it was real close. We had our TVs on at work, and they said it was coming down around the 19th Street area, which is our neighborhood.
And we proceeded to get into the tornado shelter that we had just put in a couple of years prior.
Get some neighbors, and we get the kids, and we're down in the shelter, and we could hear the things hitting on the roof, and the pressure changed, and the loudness got even louder, and you could just hear things clanking and bouncing on top of the metal roof.
It lasted for about 10 minutes, and then I immediately went outside and started running towards my in-laws' house, where I knew my kids were at, my wife was at. I could look over and see our neighborhood, and it was just gone.
I couldn't move. I could not move, and my mom was the same way. I look over at my mom, and she says, oh, my house is gone. I said, no, Mama, my house is gone. Nothing in my life could prepare me for what we saw that next day. There was nothing. Nothing was standing. It was all toothpicks. It was big pieces of metal, trees. I was just like, how do we go through this? My dad was on the phone right after it happened. I thought he was calling my brother to say we were alive, but he was actually on the phone with Amica.
I remember meeting them, and the entire family was all together, and I just got this sense of a very close-knit family that just survived a catastrophic event.
He was very helpful, telling us what we need to kind of think about, what to do.
And I wanted to gain their trust and make certain that they trusted us, understood that we were there to help them, that we had sold them a promise in the past, and now it's time to deliver on that promise.
One of the very first things he did was pulled out a debit Amica card and gave it to my daughter with several $1,000s already loaded on it, and said, use it for whatever you need.
With a large loss such as this, their concerns are going to be finding places to stay. You know, what will I wear the next day? How will we take care of our daily needs?
I really can't say enough positives about Fred. He was there at every step. We communicated well. He had the right demeanor. I'm just overwhelmed with Fred and his professionalism.
This is something that I deal with on a daily basis. And so I see it as my job to help them through the process.
At first we were looking at other houses, and I just, nothing felt like home, like this property here. So I was happy with it. I was ready to start going and get our lives back to normalcy again.
The horror stories that we've heard from other people, they're just like, I cannot believe the attention and the help that you have gotten. Our neighbors are still waiting for money just to buy stuff for the contents of their house.
I love my new house, and I like how my room is painted my favorite color, and it has stuff from the tornado that I was able to save.
I wanted a big window, and the purple walls, I wanted them still because they were so perfect.
My favorite part of my job is helping people and seeing the results. The last time I was here, I saw total destruction, essentially a slab with some lumber on top of it. And seeing this house today and this family back together, that's the most rewarding part of my job.
I really didn't ever think of homeowner insurance in that way whatsoever. Just thought it was something you had to have, not the human aspect of it.